Hello and welcome. This is Dirnan playing Minecraft on the Hitbocraft server. I'm down here with the skeleton farm that's still doing a great job of getting lots of materials and things, and the chicken farm that is also getting me lots of food. I'll grab some of this. And today's episode we're going to be working on the logger house. So the house where the person that would cut down all these logs and trees lives, or would live if this was populated by real people. I was able to, in between episodes, get some more dirt, and so kind of made some more paths leading out. But that's not what we're working on. Mainly that's there so the grass can spread while we're over here. I have a little concept art up in front of me of a cool house. It doesn't really look at all like this layout, so I'm gonna take this down and then I'll put down the base level of what I kind of think it should look like, and then I'll bring you back when I've got a bottom level kind of set up, just sort of a footprint for the building. Alright, be right back. Here is the layout that I came up with. I decided to put stone bricks on the bottom, just that gave it more of a medieval sort of, they built this on the sand but used stone as the base for it. And then where the wood is going to be pillars, and then this 5x5 stone brick area is going to be a tower that sticks up in the front, so you walk in through the tower into the house. There we go. So the tower will be stone up to the first floor, and then will be wood on top of that, and we'll just sort of bisect into where the roof line is. Means that I'm going to build up the wood here. Hope that I don't hurt myself too much by falling off of it. And I'll put in some windows and kind of get the first floor looking how I want it to look. I'm not going to do the interior right away, but it'll be like a two-story house with a tower that goes up, and most likely there'll be a ladder that just goes up right here up to the top of the tower that kind of looks out. They can see all of the woods that they're cutting down, all that stuff. We've gotten first layer here done. Kind of see this will be the tower. I added in just a few blocks to kind of match out. Here's the first story, and here's where the roof will start. It'll be a pretty steep roof, and then this is the side roof that will run perpendicular to this roof and then intersect sort of in the middle, and the tower goes up another story. Now that it's 1 story high, I'll figure out, do I want to use planks for that? Probably, just to differentiate it from the stripped bark that I'm using throughout the rest of the building. Lots of materials to go through with all of this. Regular log and then stripped log. I've put in some glass panes here for windows. Oh, there we go. That instead. There's the windows for the first floor. I am finding that it takes me a long time to do this. This is about the second or third time I've had to run back down below and sleep the night away, and we'll do that again, and we'll come back and hopefully the roof will be in. We can see what that'll look like with this all up there, and then we'll add a little bit of interior. I've added these ladders so I can get up, and that's how we'll get up to the top of the tower that'll eventually be up here too. Okay, we'll be back. Here's what the roof will look like as it goes up and then back down. So that gives definitely enough room for a second floor, with the floor being at this cross beam level and sort of a vaulted ceiling for that. Inside, this is tower, and that kind of intersects it way up to the top, up there. I am having, now that this section's all done, I will work on getting this all set. So, decided to go with dark oak and hitting this. This gives it a darker look. Kind of what I'm thinking. I set up these over here just to give an idea of, this is the regular log, this is stripped, and this is the planks. I think I'm going to go with the dark oak log stripped. Ooh, that's a tongue twister to try and say fast. And then I'll go with the planks for the middle of this area. It gives it a dark texture, darker than just the stripped variety, but not as dark as the dark oak would go. Thinking that spruce might be a little bit better, but I don't have any spruce right now, and I'd have to go over to the forest there, so far away, and get that all set up. So I'm thinking this will be what I do. I'm gonna take this up till it's even with the roof, and then I'll bring it across so it has a nice look to it. And I'll also be bringing the ladder up as I go up. Downside of this is that I am now out of oak. That would be a thing that I ran into right away, but it is something that I run into. So that and pop over there. That. That on the bar. That. Okay. Then it'll match the roof. Don't want it to match the roof. So, in my mind, I will come up with a different thing to go here. Don't want it to be too dark, but I do want it to be a contrasting color. And matching the roof means that it does not contrast. So, hadn't thought about that. Back to the drawing board for that section. But I think I'll finish putting in the roof, and I'll probably have to cut down all these oak trees again, get some more stone axes. I will be back once I've gotten a little bit more done on this house. Good news is that I figured out what I want to do with the tower. I decided to end up going with the dark oak logs and then stripping the middle part, which I had already stripped some of those, so I already had some. Good news is that I do have a lot of dark oak already. I am going to run out of oak, so I will have to chop those down. The other thing that I noticed is that this is very flat, so I'm going to bring the roof out one so it overhangs a little bit the first floor like it does on the other sides. And then as we cut through the building, I have to light this up here pretty soon. I did start running this side, can't really see it, this roof side over. I'm gonna have to run over, sorry, just trying to run around to see it. This roof side, see it from the bridge. Probably run this way all the way over and then have them intersect at some point over there. I'm not sure how those are gonna run into each other exactly, but we will see what we see when we get there. Alright, I'm gonna finish pulling this out one, finish filling in the tower. I need to figure out a roof design for the tower because it's going to go up another couple from where it's currently at. This is just sort of a marking out that's where the roof line of the actual house is also. And I need to run this one out also. Oops. Alright, so more dirt scaffolding. Here we go. That took a few minutes, maybe 5 or 10 minutes to cut down all those trees. I went through 3 stone axes to get all that chopped down. And then this was empty of wood, and now I have 4.5 stacks of oak logs. I will stick around here for a little bit longer to pick up the saplings, and then I will replant. A lot of these leaves have gone away. And then on to continuing the house with its cool little tower up front. Here is the completed house. I don't have any rooms or anything really inside. I did put some torches down to light things up. The tower extends up. Head up there first. Ladder goes up to a trapdoor that you can open, and then up here where you have a nice view of the surrounding area. Close that so I don't fall in. You can step up on the sledge and look out in the 4 cardinal directions. Down on the bridge and the rest of the house. So this is the tower from the inside. Well, close that. 4th or 5th time's the charm. This is the inside of the house. Probably a few too many woods on the inside, but I thought, no, it's the log house. They've got lots of logs to work with. Might be a little garish. Birch for the floor. There's a nice little back deck, something or other out here. I'm not sure if I'll extend this or if I'll use this as a way to get down to the river and put a dock out there. Not really sure what to do there, but that'll be for something later. The grass has spread indeed to the front of the house, as there is the tower up there, little knob on top. Got it from the bridge as well, just to get another vantage point. It is a lot of oak, but there you go. Not super happy with how the back of the house is. Very flat, very standard, and then the way that the 2 roofs kind of hook together. I'm not proud of that, but I do like the tower on top. There's that deck on the back. Night falls again. Head to the chicken farm, as that has been running this whole time, as well as the cactus farm. We'll check in on that. But this is the log house. I need to add doors, and this house will be done. I am going to leave these here, and then I'll add spruce, acacia, and jungle as I get those, just to give sort of an idea from the log house what these 3 things will look like. Might just put them somewhere else though, so that they're not just sort of in the middle there of the cactus farm and the house. Yeah, I'm not super sold on the tower of that house. I do like the concept and the idea, but maybe it's the roof I don't like. Not really sure. So let's sleep the night away, as I've been doing a lot. So, started the project with 10 cooked chickens, and now I'm at 25. That's been going well in there. Check on the cactus farm, see how that's been going as I've been over here. And this has just been sort of running and loading up to almost 4 stacks of cactus. Again, not sure what I'm going to use the cactus for. You can cook it in a furnace to get green dye. That's most likely what I'll be using it for. Maybe for when I eventually build a slime farm, I'll need those cactus to kill the slimes. Not really sure how slime farms work in 1.13. Another thing that I worked on was extending the dirt path. So I split it off here. One path will go this way, and the other path head this direction. I'm thinking this way will lead through around into these desert hills away from a creeper. And somewhere around here. I think maybe up here? Yeah, somewhere around here. I'll run the walkway across here and into the extreme hills biome that's over here. Just creating a bridge over this running water along here, along the cliff of sand. No, because that's how biomes in Minecraft work. Yeah, so I'll probably bring it right up here. And then the other path, if we head back, yeah, that tower. I'm gonna have to do something with that, but I'm kind of out of ideas for right now of what to do there. It's just, I think it's too boxy maybe? Yeah, the roof needs to work. Yeah, I need to work on the roof. Probably bring it out one and make it slope up more gradually. Because right now it's, how many blocks on me? It's slab and then a slab up from that and then the block. Like a full block, 2 up. I'll work on that. So anyway, the other pathway will lead this way through this expanse, sort of cutting through this down here, through this little valley. Maybe I'll bridge this thing. Ooh, there's a skeleton. And just have it run across here. And then eventually there's a river somewhere in there. I'll run it that way and across the river. How things go from there. That is future plans, because I still need to build up the area that we're currently in. Bones and Crow. Another idea I've had is to create a building around this, being the entrance down to the skeleton farm, building up, putting a door in, just building up a building that extends and covers up that as well. There might be a large building or several buildings tied together. And over this direction, up a layer, I think up a layer. I'll need to flatten out an area for the jungle. Probably the jungle and the spruce will go over here. Or I'll put it behind the oak, the birch. I just don't want to run into this building that might pop up here. So maybe, yeah, I'm gonna put it, I'll put the spruce over here and the jungle behind here. I'll need to flatten this back out down to this level. That's a lot of sand to move out. And maybe even knock it down another level just so it can come out a little bit more. Yeah, but that's another just future plans for more episodes later on. I decided to sleep on it both in real life and in the game, and I updated the tower, the roof there, and then I also updated the roof of the building. I just wasn't happy with it and didn't want to just settle for it. So I made this just continue out as if it was a single building, and then they just started adding on another part of the building. So then the original building's there, and then they added on that, and then added on the tower to that as well. So I'm going to switch to spectator mode, just to give an idea of what the house looks like now. With the tower, it still has the ladder going up and the trapdoor, but I much prefer the roof, and those are all slabs, so nothing's gonna spawn up there. You can still get in there and look out at different things around you. This is how the back side of the house looks. Need to add the glass panes there, but I didn't have any. But I'm much happier with this and how it turned out. And so that will be all for this episode. Thank you for watching. This has been Dirnan playing Minecraft.